Well, we're in the final stretch of this 8-game regular season in Louisiana. Week 6, an important one for teams jockeying for postseason seeding. Few programs have a better track record than KAPLAN. Facing Crowley tonight, it's go time for the struggling Pirates, who rank 32nd in Class 3A. The same weight is on ERAS's shoulders in our game of the week after splitting District 6 3A 3 ways last year with St. Martinville. Bobcats need a strong push to make the postseason, and St. Martinville can officially clinch at least to share the district title with a win tonight. And finally, back here in the Hub City, a game that got plenty of game of the week consideration. Lafayette hosting Southside. Both teams coming off byes. The Sharks hoping to be the first team to take down the 4-0 Lions. The weather perfect here on Friday night as we head into the home stretch. Who heads in the final furlough with a lead? Who's poised to make a push? Let's find out together on Friday Night Football. Well, welcome inside the KTC studio. I'm Andrew Clay. He's Seth Lewis. As always, Brina Aldridge joins us later. Seth, this week's game of the week options lacked a lot of flash, but some real substance this week.
Yeah, we've talked about this throughout the year. 6-3A was fragmented a year ago, but slow starts for KAPLAN and ERAF have paved the way for St. Martinville, who's taken control. The Tigers at ERAF tonight in our Dr. Malcolm Stubbs Orthopedics game of the week. The records tell a story of triumph and tribulations. St. Martinville 4-1, ERAF 1-3. But the strength of schedules don't equate, and if we remove the variables and look at the one common opponent, KAPLAN, you'll see these teams may be a little bit closer than they appear on paper. ERAF celebrates their homecoming night by hosting their district rivals in St. Martinville. Early in the first, handoff to Mandrell Butler from the 48, shakes off a few defenders all the way into the end zone. Tigers get on the board first. Still in the first, Tigers now up 12-0. Lincoln Romero is going to drop back to pass for ERAF, and he's going to find Austin Abear, who gets a big gain that the Bobcats needed. Setting up this next play, Logan Lemaire to plop into the end zone. ERAF now trailing by 6. Second quarter, Tigers stretch their lead to 12, and it's another handoff to Butler, who breaks out to the outside.
It's Butler who did it.
And he's off to the races. That is actually ERAF's Butler there. That Bobcats still down 18-13. The back and forth battle was continuing on offense. The Tigers leading 24-13 at halftime, and it's St. Martinville that gets the victory 36-28.
Well, Rain bounced back with important win at North Vermilion last week, playing Notre Dame tonight. We do not have a script for this game, so we'll show this. Parker Sahan hitting his wide receiver, and oh, what an amazing job by Luke Uheads, who breaks the tackle and in for the touchdown. That is a special player. That was third quarter. That went up 40-7, and then a quick screen. That was the screen, we show you. And then here you see Rain trying to get back. Thomas Mesh, I believe, bounces outside and gets for a nice tackle. Fourth quarter here, Rain with the ball. Ron Charles, I believe that's Notre Dame they're plopping in. Anyways, Notre Dame, they're going to win this game tonight by a final score of 48-14.
Lafayette Christian playing host to Port Barry at Knight Field. First play of the game, the Reds Devils, Damon Thomas gets the carry, but Fitzgerald West forces the fumble. Devin Walton recovers. LCA is already in the red zone. Ryan Roberts making his return as the Knights QB. He finds Darian Riggs for the first, but it is going to be forced out by Joseph Lahman, who punches it out. Port Barry escapes the damage, but not for long. Next drive for LCA, Roberts to Riggs with a couple blockers ahead, and we have action. Knights lead 7-0. Later in the first, Gavin Grimmett is going to get the carry for Port Barry, but LSU commit Sage Ryan comes up with the stop on third down, and what do you know, Andrew? Ryan forces the punt. Then on the return.
Oh, these big things happen when we show punts, folks.
Well, and when you make a good play on defense, it just turns right around.
For LSU, right?
I mean, he has to, right? 65 yards on this touchdown, 68-0 in the victory.
A classic Jeff Davis rivalry, Lake Arthur and Welsh tonight. First time in the rivalry that each team is coached by an alum. Scoreless in the second, Grant Daigle using his legs. He's going to scramble across midfield. Daigle would set up Welsh for his first score. And you know what number he was calling in the huddle? Sticks. 11 in for the QB sneak. 7-0 Welsh on top. Lake Arthur, though, counters. Tyler Bro also using the wheels, making a guy miss. He'll get into the end zone, takes a hit, but keeps on ticking. Lake Arthur tying the game at 7. Then Welsh diving deep into the trick bag. The wide receiver pass, it's a dead duck. It's intercepted, but Lake Arthur wouldn't be able to capitalize. Welsh's defense is going to dig in. Ethan Terrio punches the ball out. Jaheim Seamal is going to recover in the end zone. It's 14-7 Welsh at the half. They win 35-7. Well, let's flip to 5A, where Como has a headache to start the season. The Spartans open the year winless before a 2-week quarantine cast an even cooler shadow over the season. The Spartans returned home to play in a very tough matchup against New Iberia on homecoming. Doug Dotson and company hosting New Iberia, the 3-2 Yellow Jackets. And take this defense out. Nish's defense coming up big. It's the sack here from Sean Malvo's sack by Michael Akins later in the corner. It's 35-0 already here in the first half. Daquan Jones gets the mesh point first. That's a loose ball. Akins recovers, scores, blows a kiss to the cheerleaders, and it's Nish leading 42-0. And this really is the Michael Akins highlight reel. Next Como possession, Akins is there on the handoff. I mean, that dude makes everything. Mason Cummings recovers in the end zone, 49-0 through one half. And that would be your final tonight as New Iberia blows out Como.
Vanessa Salchanu, winning homecoming queen at Lafayette High as they hosted Southside. You can see the excitement on her face. It was 16-6 Lions at the break. Third quarter, Lions running back Carson Livesay, thank you, gets the 15-yard gain and the first down. And then later, Xavier Saunier showing off the bunnies with this leap over the pile for the touchdown. Lafayette takes a commanding 23-6 lead, but the Sharks wouldn't go away. Gavin Bernard at QB finds Eden Stagg on the bubble screen, and he is off to the races. He is going to step out right inside the 30-yard line, but they can't turn it into points. But in the fourth, Southside, Jack Pruitt at running back gets the goal line carry and the score to push it within 10. This will become a 3-point game, but it is Lafayette that gets the win, 23-20.
Well, that's it for the first quarter of FNF. Now, this week was a light week of games for us with so many cancellations, Seth. We're going to talk about those teams coming up next.
Yeah, plus we take a look at District 5 4A, including a showdown between Westgate and Turlings. But first, it's Top Squad time on Friday Night Football.